The United States has entered a new era of big government. That's according to the Financial Times. It's a popular, but in my view, false narrative that American politics is a contest between big government liberals and small government conservatives. In this video, I'm going to show you when the era of big government actually got started and how it has spanned administrations from both parties. Hey guys, welcome back. Hope your week's going great. You might remember a chart I showed last month, and it showed how the Federal Reserve Act preceded one of the biggest ever financial booms and busts. That act, it was passed in 1913, and I'm always kind of amazed to see how clearly 1913 divides a lot of historical financial data. This chart is a great example of that. We're plotting total federal receipts as a percentage of GDP. You can think of this as the tax to GDP ratio. And what's interesting is that for the first 120 years of American history, this ratio really bounced around in the low single digits, right? From the founding of the country into the early 20th century, this ratio for much of the time was really no more than 1 or 2%. Biggest jump here was during the Civil War, but even then, the ratio barely pushed above 5%. You can probably guess where this is going, right? In 1913, Congress passed the Federal Reserve Act. That was in December. Earlier that year, the 16th Amendment was ratified. That created the income tax. And within a decade, tax receipts were up sevenfold, right? 1945, the percentage touched 20%. That was during World War II. And the era of big government was here to stay, despite a two-party system that traded control back and forth for the next 7 decades. And of course, along the way has come all of the trappings of big government, the taxes, the wars, the inflation, the debt. We really have not looked back. The left side of this chart represents sustainable economic growth, real wealth creation, real wealth accumulation. The right side represents growth that has essentially been borrowed from the future. In our view, this dynamic is about to change the investing landscape in some hugely important ways. If you want to see our views on how we see things changing, the links below will get you started. Thanks for watching.